Okay, welcome to American Dream Garage. Today I'm doing a video, I guess it's going to be called Dreamcar or Nightmare. I'm standing underneath my 1973 Jaguar XKE. This was the first car that I bought, first collector car I bought over 25 years ago. And it was my dream car as a kid. And never thought I'd be able to afford one. But anyway, I bought it and I've had it and restored it cosmetically. And then there's videos out there on my channel. I'll try to put links to them on it. I brought it in because it was leaking fluid, and then I got it up in the air and I realized that it needed almost a total chassis rebuild. So first part of the video, I want to show you that. So come on up here, my lovely assistant. So I pretty much dropped the rear end, rebuilt everything, all new brakes. It's got the inboard brakes, all new. You're gonna have to duck your head, honey. Come under here. Everything, brakes, suspension, has all been rebuilt. Not rebuilt as a concourse car, but as a driver. But my main goal was to, oh look, I've been looking for that. My main goal was to get it to perform like a brand new XKE, even though the detailed undercarriage wouldn't be concourse. Okay, then as I got all this done, when I do this, I want to make sure that someone checks the car out. I thought, very complicated car. I got it running, stopping, steering. But I thought it's time to have somebody else look at this car and make sure that everything's correct, and preferably a Jaguar expert. And so it's been there for the last 2 months. Probably had more to do than I originally had planned. From earlier videos, I've basically restored the whole undercarriage, suspension, all the soft rubber parts, replaced almost everything, probably about $20,000 worth of parts. Got new heating, heater core, fans, new compressor, new dryer, the air conditioning is functioning. I had the carburetors, well, I'll get to that. I put in a new cooling fan system that's supposed to be much more effective than the originals. Redid all the rear end, all new shocks, all new brakes. He rebuilt all the carburetors, redid a lot of the hoses. He got the air conditioning working, all the electrical for the fans and for the cooling working. He got the heat and the blower motors all working. He made sure that the fans are kicking on at the right temperature. So all the gauges are working. The other problem with it, and I don't know if I have pictures, that it has torsion bars, and I'd never dealt with a torsion bar before, so I got them back on. But relative to adjusting them, I needed some help. So he's got the torsion bars adjusted to where I can put the hood back on it finally. Then a new top is waiting for it down at the upholstery shop. And it'll be done. The only problems left, he said, everything works as it should except for the horn. Something to do with the contacts within the steering column. And then it's developed a leak an oil leak around the dipstick, which kind of frustrates me. He says it doesn't drip as it's sitting, but it drips when it's running. And when I got it back here, I noticed that it was not leaking oil, it was blowing it out of the exhaust. So that's where the nightmare comes in. And we'll drop her and we'll show you where it sits today. I might put in a video where the engine was finished, because it is a little frustrating, I have to admit, to restore a car like this, to send it out, to spend the money to have them go through and make it perfect, and then to have an issue like that and have to backtrack. So I will show you the backtrack. Okay, so what we determined, at least initially, is that the oil and gasoline were coming out of one, two, or all three of the rear cylinders on the E-bank, or the B-bank. And from the outside, obviously, you could look and maybe find something superficial, but no. So anyway, our first step was to tear apart the B-bank, which I did. I'm good at tearing things apart. I can rebuild a Chevy 350 motor, but a Jaguar V12 overhead cam, no. But I can tear it apart. So anyway, I've got my Jaguar mechanic hired to coach me and participate in key activities, one of which was removing the head, but come a little closer, we'll see. Those back ones are the troubled cylinders. You see they're cleaner. That's because they've had gas and oil in them. But anyway, you look at it and you say, okay, there's the head. Here is the head gasket. Doesn't look, I'm not an expert in that, but it doesn't look very good to me. And there's some issues with the valves he pointed out. So anyway, you got something I think that's unique. I mean, I've seen normal American car engines where the cylinders are bored into the block, and if you want to rebuild it, you got to, overbore it and get oversized pistons. This one has individual cylinders. Porsche has this too, but they're exterior air-cooled. Individual cylinders that can be pulled out, removed. You can buy the piston, the rings, maybe even the rod, and the cylinder wall as a unit. So we get down this far, we still don't know for sure what's causing the oil leak, but if you rebuild the head, rebuild the valves, replace the cylinders and the pistons and the rings, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, but it pretty much has to solve the problem. Then, you're doing this. I'll show you something. Here is the compression. And I would think that these compression numbers, someone will correct me, I'm sure, should be closer to 120 to 130. But even if they're lower, they should be consistent. And you see, even on the A-bank, we got a 90. And then there's the two rear cylinders. Not the worst, 3 is the worst. So when you get this far, you're not going to stop and rebuild half the engine. So that's where we are. We've got it torn down. That head has to come off. And then we will get the heads rebuilt, get the parts, and start putting it back together. Now, I'm going to do a lot of the assembly. I have had a lot of training, again, not training in this, and the complexity and the detail which this is going to have to be done. But I will have somebody here with me to direct as well as, do a lot of the work. But I will do the grunt work, and he will do the brain work. But anyway, that's where we are right now. If you're not a subscriber, subscribe and click on the bell to see future videos, because as we put it back together, I am going to continue to put out videos. I will put links or related videos from earlier in this process with this one, and put out future videos. So thanks for joining me, and hopefully the last one that we do, me and my lovely wife here will be out driving in the car. So thanks for joining.